Hey, so this video is for Lena. This is chili dogs, and I'm going to go over kind of how it began and touch on where it is now, but it's not really set in stone, so just kind of bear with it, I guess. So the object of chili dogs originally, so you are giving ice cream in the form of these flavor cards, like this is peanut butter, to the dogs who are lined up in front of your shop. There are 4 dogs. You get 3 cards at the start of your turn, or at the start of the game, after shuffling the flavor deck and the dog deck. Ignore the color and the numbers and stuff that you might see. They were for different games that I was working on, and I just kind of decided to repurpose them. So this is a red dog, and it wants peanut butter or strawberry and vanilla. There are some that want, like this one, strawberry, vanilla, or anything. Like it goes up to the ice cream stand and it's like, just give me whatever you want, surprise me. And that is a blue dog. A lot of the dogs are color coded, like they have like the majority of them are like this, like I used colored index cards, but some I didn't. So I drew these 3 cards, and also ignore the lines. That was for a different game concept I was working on. So I have 2 chocolates and a peanut butter, and don't have anything that I can get right away, but I can use these up. So I'm going to put the peanut butter here. I'm going to put a chocolate on this one because this one wants it's open to anything, and I'm going to put a chocolate here, and then I'm going to take 3 more cards, and then the opponent would go, and they have peanut butter, vanilla chocolate, and so they are going to take this one because it wanted peanut butter or strawberry and vanilla, and so they get a red dog, and these get discarded. And what do we got? Nothing else we can do with these peanut butter chocolate cards. So we're going to hold on to those. We're going to redraw 1 card to bring it back up to 3, and then redraw a puppy card. And so now I have peanut butter, strawberry, vanilla, and I'm going to claim that one has a chocolate on it, so I'm going to put down the vanilla strawberry for that red dog. Get that. And don't have anything for the peanut butter, so I'm going to claim 2 cards and then place that dog in the middle. And that was kind of how it worked in the beginning. It was just like, somebody described it as sort of like tic-tac-toe a little bit. You're all playing for the same dogs. You can choose to put down cards on the dogs, but you risk losing that dog if you if you put down a chocolate on that one, and then the next person puts down the strawberry vanilla, then you kind of wasted that effort. But at the same time, if you were just trying to get rid of your cards to try to redraw, then you get more cards back at the end of your turn. potentially maybe like the other person only has a chocolate or could only fill this one spot. They don't have a strawberry vanilla, so they waste their card. Like you take that advantage. There's a little bit of a back and forth there, I guess. I hope that makes sense. So originally it was like you are trying to get 4 of a kind, whether it's the 4 greens, 4 yellows, 4 blues, or 4 red dogs. Because when we started to play it, my wife and I, it like quickly became like not quite boring, but just like, how does this end? And I think she came up with the idea of color-coded dogs, which on the tabletop simulator version, it's like the dog's collars are colored green, yellow, blue, or red. And but one of the things that like a lot of the playtesters would say is that like it's missing something. It gets, there's a bottleneck at the end where like usually one, like both players have three of a kind, and they're both trying to get the 4th one, and so it comes down to luck. And it's just like there's something missing, like some sort of bonus or whatever. Is just, it needs something to like add a wrinkle to it to make it a little bit more strategic, I guess. And so that's when I tried to introduce these bonus cards that I'm still trying to figure out how to work into it. Like there's this one, you play a code red, and like all the red dogs on the field run away, so you put them back underneath the, you put them at the bottom of the dog deck, and then you replace them with what's on top. Same for code yellow. Then there's strawberry cones forever. Pick up an extra dog if you get a dog who wants strawberry, or pick up an extra card, so you pick up to 4 cards that turn. Kind of a play on Strawberry Fields Forever. I don't know if you're a Beatles fan. I'm not really, but I just thought that was kind of funny, kind of cute. Just stuff like that. This one is my favorite, Sleight of Scoop. So like, I'm just gonna put these down for example. Let's say like there are just these 3 cards on the deck, or on the field. Then you play, like, these 2 could finish this guy, just for argument's sake. And you don't have strawberry or chocolate, so you can play Sleight of Scoop, and you can move these 2 over to this one and claim the dog. And I'm just kind of trying to figure out how to work those in. One idea was to attach them to dogs. I'm gonna try to find one. Also, the dogs vary in like what they want. It's up to 3 scoops. I think there's 4 dogs of each. Like each color wants, there's 4 that want 1 scoop, there's 4 that want 2 scoops, there's 4 that want 3 scoops. I can get the actual math to you later. That's another thing that I'm just kind of working out, and it's just mostly trial and error. But so the one thing I was working on most recently was attaching the bonus to the actual dogs. So this one, if you get him, you place a strawberry and you get a code green, and you get this one-time use, you can make all the green dogs in the field run away. And then there's some that do other things. Chicken chase is one of my other favorites. If you get this dog, you get a one-time use where at any time, you can play it as like an interrupt, I guess. you make a chicken appear, and all the dogs chase the chicken, and so like every dog in the field has to be replaced, and you can do it like in the middle of somebody's turn, like right as they're about to claim a dog. Like you can have them put down all 3 of their scoops, and then the chicken goes.
There's a pretty belly up there. Oh, sorry.
That's my wife. And then the chicken goes through, and you can come down. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to make those work together. Just like find a way to, I guess, consolidate a little bit, because one of the things further down the line is like keeping the cost low, you know, by having fewer cards. So if there's a way to put the bonuses, like any of them, onto the dogs themselves, that would mean not having a card dedicated to each specific bonus. But that's not like something I'm completely set on either. And then most recently, like within the past week, I played this game called Rewordable, which is kind of cute. I started to think that I should just attach like a point system to the dogs. So like 1 scoop equals 1 point, 2 scoops equals 2 points, 3 scoops equals 3 points. But if like the dogs have an ability attached to them, then you get -1 point for that dog. So like the chicken chase, which was 3 scoops, was is worth 2 points because it has like this ability tied to it. And then the one that said code green, which was 1 scoop, isn't worth any points, but you get the ability. And then for like, there will be, this is something that I just kind of added because of that Rewordable game that I was playing. I'll give you a link to it. So in that game, like if you meet certain conditions, like Rewordable is, you make words, you get letters, and you just kind of combine them into words. But if you meet certain conditions, like you make a word out of like 5 letters or something like that, or 5 cards, then you can, if this, like these things would be on top, they'd be like, it's a mess right now. Let me just get the stuff out of the way real quick. Okay, so say that this is the field. These things would be like above the field, and it's like if you used a 5-letter word, and like one of these things said get an extra point if you have a 5-letter word, then you pick that card and you keep it, and then at the end it tacks onto your score. For mine, I was just trying to make it ice cream related, so there's the cherry on top. If you play all 3 cards in your hand and you claim a pup, then you take this card and you get +1 to your total score. Scream for ice cream. Claim 2 or more dogs in your turn, and you get +3 to your total score. Originally, that was how the game ended. Was there were 2 Scream for ice cream cards in the deck, and like when it was played, you would add 2 or 3 more dogs to the field, and then on the second one, it was like the first one is inside the top half of the deck, and the second one is somewhere in the bottom half of the deck, like shuffled in. And when you get the second one, you add more cards. You add like 2 or 3 more dogs to the field, and then after those are claimed, you total up your score, and then whoever has like the most wins. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now, just kind of working on this stuff, trying to figure out the points system to see if it even works. I'm hoping it does. I like the new thing with the rewardable idea, like the cherry on top, the scream for ice cream, double dipper, claim 2 dogs in 1 turn plus 5 to your total score, and then like a score of X amount of points wins the game. I don't know, I just picked like a number off the top of my head, like 30 right now, and then I'll figure it out from there, if it works or not. But yeah, let me know your ideas, or if you have any thoughts, constructive or nasty criticism is always welcome. Yeah, it's just like, this game is like my baby. I just keep coming back to it. I like it to be quick, and just something that you can get done within like 15, 20 minutes, like 30 minutes tops. You know, I think I mentioned that like it was a game that was meant to be played kind of for kids, or like when you go out to dinner at like a cheap place, you can bring this game and like you can play it while you're waiting for like the main course to appear, you know, at like a diner, something like cafe. And that's my dog you might be hearing, a little Jack Russell pug. So yeah, that's the long of it. I'll try to shorten it in text, to like give you the numbers, and like hammer out like a set of rules that you can take a look at. But yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I hope this makes sense. If not, just be on the lookout for like the list of rules and the number of cards and stuff, and then you can just kind of use that for reference. Thanks. Bye.